G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. Not too long ago I made a video on how to make pulled pork, and if you missed that video I'll leave a link in the description. But today I'm going to use some of that pulled pork for something absolutely delicious. So join me today as I make my version of a pulled pork mac and cheese pie. Now we want to start this off by cooking our macaroni pasta. So I have about 450 grams or a pound of macaroni pasta. I'm just going to place that into a boiling hot pot of water on the stove. And we're going to cook this over a high heat in boiling water for about 10 to 12 minutes until it's just al dente, which is not too hard, not too soft, but just right. Next I have another pot over a medium heat, so to that I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of butter. And we just want to melt that down completely. Okay, so the butter's melted, so now I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of regular plain flour. And we're just going to whisk that through, and we're just going to cook it over this medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. This will just mainly help reduce any flour taste in our sauce. So we're just basically cooking out the flavour. But this is necessary because this is what gives us that nice thick cheese sauce. So next I had 2 cups of milk, and what I've done is I've just slightly heated them up in the microwave for about 2 minutes. We don't want to put the mixture in cold, otherwise when it hits the butter and the flour mixture, it's going to make it more of a lumpy consistency, so make sure it's warm milk. So I'm just pouring it in slowly and whisking it at the same time until I've added both cups of milk. And just keep on whisking this over this medium heat until it comes up nice, thick and creamy. Now our mixture is thickened up, it's taken about 5 to 10 minutes. And it is also nice and creamy. So now I've got 4 cups of shredded cheese, so I'm going to place that in. Now you can use any type, to be honest. Really comes down to personal preference. Some people say you can only use certain types of cheese, but honestly, it just comes down to your favourite flavour of shredded cheese. Now personally I like to use this brand. It's like a Mexican blend from Costco. But again, you use cheddar, any type that you like. So we're just going to stir that through, keep it over the medium heat, stir it through until all the cheese is completely melted. And once it's melted, just turn the heat straight off. Now that the cheese is melted, we're going to add in our drained, cooked macaroni pasta. And just basically stir through to combine. Okay, so next I have a pie baking dish here. So it's just a simple matter of pouring our macaroni into our baking dish. And don't forget, I'll leave a link in the description of this video on how to make your own pulled pork at home on the barbecue or in the oven. So we're just going to place our pulled pork just on top of our pie. Then what I like to do is just add a little bit more cheese just on top. And then I'm just going to top it off with a little barbecue sauce. Okay, so now I'm just going to place this into a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes, just long enough for the cheese to melt and warm up that lovely pulled pork. Now I've just taken it out of the oven and it smells delicious. With that undeniably cheesy macaroni as a base, it really does take this flavour up a notch. And of course, with everyone's favourite pulled pork, the combination between the cheese and the meat and the pasta really does work perfectly. Now the barbecue sauce on top is optional, but highly recommended. Of course, if you have another personal preference for sauce, use that one too, it's up to you. So it's really a versatile dish. But no matter whether you use my pulled pork recipe as linked below or your own, either way, this macaroni and pulled pork pie is going to taste simply delish. And this is why I love making my own pulled pork, because I can store in the freezer and use it for dishes like this. So thank you for watching this episode of Todd's Kitchen. As always, I'll leave a list of ingredients down below, as well as links to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Home Handy Hints channel. And please do me a massive favour by giving this video a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another delicious recipe.